Hey everyone, Tony Traguardo from the Port Washington Public Library here with another episode of Digital Diaries. And on the Digital Diaries show, basically what we do is talk to you about usually fun things that you can find or educational things you can find too on various databases and things like that online. But you are watching this on the library's YouTube channel. And what I'm going to do today is remind you of the fact that a lot of official agencies, but also a lot of your favorite entertainers, your favorite shows, and your favorite magazines have YouTube pages where they put together some really interesting and really fun clips and make them available for you to watch. Talk about a couple of them. I'm a music historian, so for me, I like to visit musical groups' official YouTube pages. Now, of course, everyone on who has a YouTube account can put up performances by musicians, things like that, as long as they're not violating copyright, trying to monetize them. Usually, YouTube allows things to stay up. There are certain artists that you cannot put clips up for. Certain groups just don't allow it, and will immediately have something pulled down if you try to put it up on YouTube. But certain groups have their own official channels where they go crazy putting things up. The great thing about this is that very often musical groups, well, these days they'll put out documentaries, especially long-running legendary groups. They'll put out documentaries, they'll put out home videos. But sometimes there are clips that are too long or too short to include in documentaries. They may take a 30-second segment from a 5-minute clip, but what they'll often do is then put that clip on their YouTube pages. I'm going to bring up the group The Who, for instance. If you go to The Who's official YouTube channel, you could find all kinds of incredible performances by this group going back to their earliest period of 1964, 1965. And there's some really enjoyable footage there. Now, The Who have put out the documentary, The Kids Are All Right. They've put out anthology videos. But in many cases, there's unique material on their channel that you cannot find anywhere else. Now, in some instances, they own the rights to this footage. In some instances, they don't. But as long as they're not trying to monetize them and just have them available for all to see, and the fact, of course, that they are the group that are in said videos, YouTube doesn't hassle them about taking them down. And again, as I say, in some instances, they own the rights. So go to The Who's YouTube channel. If you're at all a fan of the group, go and enjoy what they have to offer. Usually the way you can tell if a site is the official site of a musical group is it will tell you right in the title, the Beatles official site, a Fleetwood Mac official site, or they will have a logo and that really is the group's official logo, often trademarked or copywritten, so no one could be faking that without having it be pulled down. Again, as I said, so many people put up music videos, but artists' official sites, musicians' official sites, are a blast. Television shows, same way. Hey, you a fan of The Young and the Restless, or any of the soap operas that are on? Are you a fan of some of the sitcoms that are on? Are you a fan of Saturday Night Live? All of these shows have their own sites. I bring up a site like The Young and the Restless. If you go visit YouTube's official Young and the Restless YouTube channel, you're going to find that there are interviews with many of the show's stars. There also may be things like outtakes or short segments that weren't in the full episodes. All of the TV show sites on YouTube, official sites, are fun to visit. With Saturday Night Live, you can watch some archived clips that maybe you missed the first time or maybe you want to see again. And again, they may have, outtakes or things about some of the hosts. So if you like a show, always look to see if there is an official YouTube channel. Same thing, one that I go to frequently is James Corden. James Corden has a delightful YouTube channel where he includes all of his carpool karaoke's, which is a famous segment where he brings a musician with him in the car and they sing together as they talk about the musician's career or drive through the musician's neighborhood or what have you. And again, Corden's site will always have additional material that you would not see on television. Finally, it's magazines. Magazines have gone through such a change in recent years. The print media is not as powerful as it was with regards to magazines in their printed format having as strong subscription distribution as they once had. But of course, magazines are still out there. They still need to make money. One of the ways they do it is by putting together videos. Usually the videos are extensions of articles that are included in the magazine. They are visual interpretations of things that have appeared in the magazine. And in some instances, some of your favorite magazine writers, people who write columns in your favorite magazines, may even be narrating some of the videos themselves. It turns out that some of these guys who can write also can speak well and can work on videos. So I'll give you an example. CNET is an excellent YouTube channel. Almost 3 million subscribers on CNET, which is just unbelievable. And if you go to CNET and you're interested in technology, you've probably looked at CNET reviews online when you've been looking for electronics. But if you go to their YouTube channel, there are hundreds of really interesting videos that you can enjoy. So these are just 4 examples of official video channels that you could find on YouTube. And as I say, on these channels, you could find some really cool stuff. So one way to do it is go into Google and type in official YouTube channel of, and then your favorite actor, artist, and I mean media artist, painter, what have you. And very often you'll find they have an official YouTube channel. These days, having an official channel is almost like the equivalent of a few years ago having your own website. So for this episode of Digital Diaries, I'm Tony Traguardo for the Port Washington Public Library YouTube channel. Happy watching.